Illicit financial flows in Africa. Did you know that Africa is losing in excess of $50 to $60 billion annually through illicit financial flows? When making comparisons against the major regions of the developing world, illicit financial flows are highest in sub-Saharan Africa. Measured against levels of trade from 2005 to 2014, sub-Saharan Africa ranked highest in illicit financial flows with an average of 7.5% of total trade. When we look at IFFs as a percentage of GDP, again, sub-Saharan Africa ranked highest with illicit financial flows averaging 6.1% of the region's GDP. When we look at the effects of IFFs on tax revenue in African countries, IFFs deprive African countries of the crucial resources needed for development. They lead to the loss of tax revenue and hamper government's ability to provide adequate and functioning public services and infrastructure for their citizens. The funds that are needed to increase spending on health and education can be found if illicit financial flows are curbed. Illicit financial flows also outweigh public expenditure on health and education in most African countries. Illicit financial flows from the SADC region exceed both aid and investment flows combined. From 2009 to 2014, IFFs in the SADC region were at $173.3 billion, with aid and investment flows sitting at $164 billion. When comparing the ratio of average IFFs to GDP to ratio of public expenditure to GDP for 2013, 11 out of 15 SADC countries exhibit a ratio of average IFFs to GDP, which is higher than the ratio of public expenditure on education to GDP. 9 out of 15 SADC countries reveal a higher ratio of average IFFs to GDP than public expenditure on health to GDP. The negative economic and social impact of IFFs also affect human development. A comparison of the observed Human Development Index growth against potential growth in the absence of IFFs shows that much higher levels of HDI growth can be realized in the absence of IFFs. Afrodad, raising the voice against illicit financial flows.